So I tried to film this video in the car and my phone actually died because it was too hot to function. So I'm back home and now I'm gonna try to do this video again. I'm Sabrina, I'm a competition climber from Montreal. I've decided to try to do YouTube maybe, possibly. We'll see how it goes. And I've been sharing my climbing and training process for a few years now, mainly on Instagram. I've thought about doing YouTube for a little while now, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but I've noticed that what I really liked about sharing my process was showing the work I do, and then even for myself looking back at what I did. And Instagram is better to show short footage of you, so usually it's easier to share a climb you did, a comp you did, and it's more achievement based. And I've realized that I'd rather share my process than my results. I have more fun sharing the whole behind the scenes of what an athlete's lifestyle could be. That's what I enjoy looking at on YouTube. Yeah, the other thing was I wasn't sure if I was going to talk in English or in French. Speaking in English would allow more people to see the video, but also it would be fun to film in French. So I might try that once in a while, but mainly I've decided to speak in English so it's just more accessible for more people. Basically what's about to happen in this video is me suffering for the first week back of training after a long rest. My body's destroyed, my skin is destroyed, I'm so sore, so tired. And I kind of just filmed this whole week of training and eating and how I'm living my life basically. Hopefully it turns out to be a nice video that people can enjoy. But for now, this is a week in the life of a comp climber, getting back in shape after a long rest, week 1 of a new program.
Kind of feels like caught up in the fast life, caught up in the fast life, caught up in the fast life.
I'm going the wrong way. All right, so today is finally rest day. I've done my 2 first days of training. I'm coming off 3 weeks of rest. 3 weeks where I didn't train, didn't climb, didn't do anything at all, and I ate also a lot of food. So I'm definitely feeling very, very, very out of shape right now. And it's interesting to start a new program. So a lot of exercises are new as well, so my body's getting used to them. But yeah, so yesterday I ended up not filming at all the rest of the day. I did my first training and then I completely stopped filming. So I ended up still doing my afternoon workout and my little run, which I ended up doing on the bike because it was raining. I'll try to film the rest of the week a lot more, trying to film my climbing and my training and everything so that you see everything I'm doing and most of what I'm eating also. Just now I had some breakfast this morning that was a lot of protein in it because I'm really, really sore still. I think I've never been this sore in my entire life, or I don't remember being this sore ever. I'll try to do some stretching and some foam rolling maybe a little later if I have time, and then I'll try to figure out how I can recover because I'm starting again tomorrow.
Caught up in the fast life, kind of feels like caught up in the fast life, kind of feels like caught up in the fast life. Kind of feel
done with my first session of the day. I was still super sore from Monday and Tuesday, and yesterday was my rest day, and I wasn't sure how today would go, but it ended up being pretty good actually, pretty okay. Like I didn't feel too tired to climb, and my skin was pretty okay. So we're done with our first session, which was pretty short and just climbing, and then we're gonna do a second session at Rose Block. Then I might do my training there, or I might do it somewhere else. We'll see. So between my first and second session, I'll take a tiny break right now. I'll stop by the library, I'll get some new books to read, and then I'll warm up again and then start my second session. So we have Friday, so tomorrow, and then Sunday, and then that'll be the end of our first week back training with the new program. And it's going pretty good for now. The first 2 days were pretty awful, not in a good way, I guess. But I definitely, yesterday, I didn't know if I could climb today, and I was actually pretty worried. I didn't really know how I would do today, so we got through it. We're fine, and I really have trust in this program. But the comeback from a big rest and new exercises and a new program has been difficult. Also, filming has been a little difficult. I'm never sure if I have enough footage. I'm not like disrupting my sessions too much to film. If it's not like convenient, I'm not really filming. Oh, my camera fell. My camera fell. Damn it. I was saying we have only 2 days left of training after today for the first week. We'll do our second session and we'll eat afterwards, and then I'll do my last workout of the day, and then I'll rest and try to survive the rest of the week.
Feels like I should know the way to what it is I'm made for. Kinda feels like I should know the way to what it is I came through. Kinda feels like caught up in the fast life, fast life, fast life, fast life, fast life, fast life, fast life. Caught up in the fast life. Kinda feels
Okay, so we are done with the day. So I ended up doing all my training at Rose Block. I did my second climbing session, and then some pull-ups, and then a core workout. Now I'm done. I'm really tired, but it went a lot better than the first 2 days, so that's really good. I didn't have to take as many breaks and stuff in between the sets, or the reps actually last time. So now I didn't eat a lot today. I only had my oatmeal and my shake, and then I had some dumplings also. So I'm gonna probably eat a little burger, I think. For the rest of the day, I'll rest. No more training, no more climbing. For recovery, I'll probably stretch, maybe do a little bit of foam rolling, and I'll take care of my skin. My skin is absolutely destroyed from the pull-ups and also just the climbing. So it is pretty brutal. I mean, it's like the fitness phase, so it's supposed to be really hard. It's hard mentally, it's hard physically, and it's hard to like not perform as well as you're used to, especially since I'm just starting off from a break. But it's definitely normal to climb easier stuff and not be like super strong when you're climbing, because you're just building some fitness. So you're just getting your body used to doing a really big workload, and then afterwards you reduce the volume more and more until you peak. So that's kind of how a training program works. So right now it's like it's not the worst phase, but it's definitely like the hardest one where you're just trying basically to survive in between sessions. So now we only have 2 more days for the first week. Tomorrow is a little more of training, a little less climbing. And then Sunday will be really fun. I am really excited for Sunday. I think I'll go to Beta Block, and I have some like projecting and some coordination, like technical stuff. So that will be really fun. I'm really excited for it. So really excited for my burger. Sunday, and it's the last day of the first week back to training. It doesn't feel like it's already the end of the first week because I'm coming off a rest day and I have a second day tomorrow. But for this video, I guess it is the end technically of the first week of the new program. Generally, right now, I'm feeling much different than when I started the program. In the beginning of the week, I was so tired, really sore after my workouts. I kind of felt like I was like sleeping for a year and then just started doing like CrossFit. So my body was just freaking out a little bit. But now I'm feeling a lot better. My general energy is so much better. Right now, when I wake up in the morning, I feel pretty fresh. I feel ready to start my day. I feel like I have just more energy in general. I can read after my sessions or in between my sessions. I can actually do stuff after my day of training, which I really couldn't do on the first 2 days. So generally, I would say I'm feeling so much better. I can also see I'm starting to climb a little harder. I can do a little bit of hard boulders sometimes. I am still feeling a little rusty on some moves and a little weak sometimes, just in general. I'm not weak, but I don't feel my strongest at all. Perfect. Nice. I don't feel my strongest right now, but that's totally normal for the phase that we're in, so it's fine. This morning, actually, I wasn't as motivated as I thought I would. I started watching Simone Biles' Rising. That's really good. It's on Netflix right now, and it's about Simone Biles, the gymnast. She actually pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics because she was having some mental blocks. And so we can see a little bit of that, and then her comeback, and now she's competing in the 2024 Olympics. And she's just like a really inspirational athlete. So I was watching that lately, and this morning I watched a couple of vlogs from Zach Richardson, my teammate from Roseblock, and that just got me really psyched today for my session at Beta Block. Right, so we did our first 2 climbing sessions this morning. It was 2 little climbing sessions back to back, and now we're about to do our last 2 workouts at the gym. I'm feeling pretty good. My general form and my fitness is just really getting exponentially better day to day. But in the next few weeks, more and more, we'll see the volume go up of the training and the loads go up as well. So it'll just keep getting harder and harder, even though I'll be stronger and stronger. So that'll be really interesting. I'm really psyched to feel stronger, but I know that the better I'll feel, the harder the training will become. So it'll just adjust to me feeling better. So we'll see how the rest goes, but I'm having a lot of fun training right now. So yeah, we're at the gym right now. We're gonna go do some pull-ups and then some core. And after that, we'll eat and relax, and then do it all next week. Okay, that was rough. That was a little harder than expected. Surprisingly, today the core was actually the hardest part of the training. I think just because of the temperature maybe. And also I took a lot less breaks in between my reps. For example, like one of my exercises is the plank, just like basic plank, but for 2 minutes. and that's in the middle of their circuit. Today was the first time I did the full 2 minutes without any breaks, and that was like my limit. In the middle of the circuit too, like not just on its own. Yeah, that was like brutal. Definitely had to find some mental strength somewhere to do that, and then I had to do the circuit all over again right after. So yeah, pretty exhausting. One thing that I noticed today, I have a lot of little muscle twitches in some muscle, but mainly in my right lats. I tried to film it. I don't know if you could see it in the video. We'll see. It's really hot, and I'm doing a lot of training. We're more of in a endurance phase, so I'm definitely really tired. Plus with the heat, I'm even more tired, and I have a general fatigue that's caused by the heat and the humidity. Because it's so hot, I feel a little less hungry when I'm training. I don't feel the hunger as much, so I'm not eating as many snacks as I usually do. Plus, I find myself sometimes going to the point where I can just feel like I'm depleted, and that's when I eat. Also, I'm maybe a little dehydrated because of the heat. So all of this to say, there's one really good product from ATP Labs, which is one of my sponsors that I take pretty much all throughout the season, and that's Pentacarb. Actually, a friend of mine suggested that product to me. He said he really liked it, and he was completely right. It's like a really great product. It's kind of the same concept as a Gatorade, but without like all the white sugar, I guess, or like refined sugar. It's just like a mix that gives you some carbs and some electrolytes, which is great because it's a really quick way to get some energy and also to hydrate when it's really hot and you're training. So I didn't have some today, but I'm gonna try to have at least 1 or 2 bottles, 1 or 2 scoops of that from now on, because I'm definitely feeling the fatigue in my muscles and just the general tiredness from the heat. I've tried 2 flavors. The first one is, I think, raspberries, and the second one was like pineapple mango, and definitely pineapple mango is my favorite one. I think it's like $50, but it's like a huge thing. Definitely lasts more than like a year for me. I don't use it like every single day, but yeah, I really suggest that product, especially in the summer, but just in general, it's just a really good thing to have in training. So yeah, we're done with the last day of week 1, and I'm gonna eat a little bit of supper and then stretch, just focus on recovering until I start back next week. That's the end of the video, so hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how to do an outro, so I'm gonna do the thing with the hand. That's the end of the video.